How are we today? How are we doing? How are we doing? I hope everyone is all right to this evening. Whew. It's been a stressful day. Still on lockdown. Coronavirus. Everyone is doing all right. I hope everyone is doing all right. As I promised us this evening, let us get up to essential number because I don't want to repeat. I know many of you will watch the replay, but there is a reason why you have and want to join me on. So I want to do justice to the issue this evening. As you all know, I remain one and your only Maazi Ezeoke. I deal with facts, no emotions. You know that's why many people wouldn't like it. Some would like it anyway. And that's where I go. Maazi Ezeoke once more is my name, and I am streaming live this evening. Wherever you're joining me from, I say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good, whatever that is good. And I must note that sadly, our brothers and the sisters across the Atlantic are battling it out because of the death of George Floyd, who was needlessly killed by a police officer. And I can tell you free of charge, that is what I believe. That is my right to believe that was done because of his skin color. That is what I think. And that is what I honestly believe that the issue is. That our brother was killed for his color. Having said that, while I wait that some of you join me, please can you let me know where you're watching me from? I mean, I know I see the usual suspects. Some of you basically have gone the extra mile to terrorize me on my Twitter account and my inboxes. Maazi, what is happening? And you know, and I've come loaded this evening. Wando, as usual, you are watching me from Dublin. I'm basically trying to give you guys a shout out so that our numbers will increase. And while we do that, if you could give this video a like, that would, I would appreciate that if you can do that. Okay. So I would appreciate if you can give this video a like. And means we're getting somewhere, people. So as I always do, giving shout outs, yes, that's it. Thank you very much for the some of you that have liked the video. It's quite encouraging to know that one is creating content that is adding value to whatever you come on YouTube to watch. John Okolie is saying guten Abend, and I say guten Abend von hier aus. Ich hoffe, uns geht's gut. Mir auch. Mir geht's gut. So this evening, let me start by saying this. I have on when was that? Over the weekend on Saturday, my attention was called on the information that was shared that Enugu airport has been finished and that the Igbo nation is not grateful to the president. That the whole thing, and I was like, which airport are we talking about? And I said one of them, can you send me a picture? Let me see. Maybe I've made something. I mean, maybe because I haven't been there in the last 2 weeks, then something probably, or maybe in the last couple of weeks, and something suddenly has happened. And I got these pictures and I laughed my head off. When I say literally laughed my head off, you know why? I want to this evening, not, I want facts to guide whatever I'm going to be doing this evening. I want facts, because as all of you know, I deal with facts, not emotions, but facts. Okay. So in one of the groups that I belong, it started this way. That one of us, actually, you guys will see that now, share this. Okay, let me change the yeah. Okay. So one of us actually shared this picture. Let me wait once more. Just give me a second. One of us shared this. You see the name here, and he said, someone tagged me saying, Maazi, this is it. This is the ongoing um, Enugu International Airport. Obviously, you can see the picture there. People was like, I said to myself, no, it can't be. If I remember, if my memory serves me right, I've seen this picture somewhere. And that was right. That was Abuja International Airport, the new Abuja International Airport. Now, in the second picture here, obviously, also there came another picture, which was the one you can see up is the Abuja International Airport still. This was on Saturday, 11 o'clock, 11:04 Nigerian time. You can see it there. I just did this screenshot without blurring anything out so that I'm getting to somewhere so that we know and understand what is happening. Now, it appears there is a campaign, of malice going on, trying to paint the Igbo nation as a people who are very ungrateful. I mean, obviously, as I have said here time and time, if something is done, and yes, we give credit to whom credit is due, but we do not give credit to someone if something is not yet done. So, these are the pictures. Now, I went on Facebook. Remember, on Sunday morning, so I dealt with this on Saturday. I went to bed. I basically slept. Now, on Sunday morning, some people still woke me up, bombarding me via my Twitter, Facebook, saying, Maazi, look at this. This is excellent. And I'm looking at this. This is Monday. This is Sunday, 6:49 a.m. Someone sent this and it says the new face of Enugu International and picture. The picture on top is of the Omawa, that is the Port Harcourt International Airport, PHC. And if you guys followed me in January, I was, you know, I used that airport and I made a video. Go to Njenje Media channel, check the Port Harcourt Airport video. You will see this escalator there. So when someone now goes in and says, this is the Enugu National Airport, at this moment in time, I thought it was something that was, could be an honest mistake. I don't want to accuse anyone because remember on Saturday night, I thought it was an honest mistake and I corrected the impression on WhatsApp and I went to bed. But waking up and suddenly, everywhere I look is the same madness. When I say literally, I call that madness. So now, look at what people are saying. This is what they are trying to achieve. Okay? So suddenly, those who do not know started saying, so nice, which Buhari, how many years, what we need is restoration, blah, blah, blah. And people are saying, wow, wow, wow. And I'm like, okay. At this moment, I am beginning to think, what is the point of all this? I promised my viewers that I will be, doing a video of the Enugu International Airport. But suddenly, this is what we are faced with. Now, I still have more pictures here. Now, in order to counter this, not necessarily counter it in a bad way, I shared a picture. You see this picture here? I tell many of us, if a picture share, if you don't know what to do, go to download an app called Reverse, or Reverse Z, they call it. So you can use the app to look at when that image was shared, for example, and that image was shared. And you can clearly see that the Nnamdi Azikiwe International that is in it. Okay. So that is the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. Now, suddenly, this one as well. This one happened that someone also Egg Town. Okay. I made a sort of the Egg Town. Egg is a place I've gone and I have links in Google. And I like that one of the best wines that's on the trade in South America that's normally from Eke. And I have relations from Eke. And they clearly say it's Enugu International Airport. Muhammad Buhari love Igbo. The President Muhammad Buhari administration is delivering on another campaign from international airports in Enugu State is complete. And whoa. Again, picture. I thought to myself, what is happening now at the moment? Yesterday, being Monday, the thing get worse. At that point, I knew it wasn't something that was done as a mistake. At that point, I decided, okay, man, I need to wade in. I need to now go get the facts, go understand what is happening here, then, and put the facts straight. Having said that, now, I thought, what could be behind this? In my investigation, I found out actually that I don't want to say name, obvious here, but I found out that the PR section of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria is involved in this. The PR section of Airport Authority of Nigeria is involved in this. That's what my investigation revealed. Because one of my sources said that when they confronted this person in question, he said they've achieved their aim. Now you ask yourself, what is their aim? Now there is another angle to it. It appears let me get to it now, and that was here. There is another angle to it, and it appears that the APC Southeast is also involved in this. If I go to Twitter, let's show this. If I go to Twitter, this is Maazi Ezeoke here. Now, if I do a search, this is live now. You can do it on your phone if you're watching me. If you search Enugu Airport on Twitter, this is what you're going to see. Enugu Airport. Watch. Again, Enugu Metropolis Network 2 days ago said, my inbox has been noted with details below from friends seeking to know if the current state of Enugu. The answer is no. That is someone who now is also stating fact. Yeah? Now we have Buhari's product then says, Bill upgraded Enugu International Airport. People pay attention. In March, I showed us a picture of the Enugu International Airport, Akam International Airport. That what is nowhere near what we have been shown. As a result of that, today we have gone to that airport to basically see what is. It's. I mean, I have no issue to give Harry credit to him. I have everything. I have everything, and I see everything in giving him undue credit. Because in this case, this is undue credit. You cannot give someone something that he hasn't basically finished. And note, on that, come here, you see the announcement made by Sika yesterday, where he said, we announced our full relation to Enugu despite COVID lockdown, even the challenges of heavy rain, opening of queries and bids. We should complete procurement in few weeks. A day of completion will announced by next site visit. So I can tell you when Minister visits Enugu International Airport next. He said that it's only when visit Enugu International Airport that he's going to tell us when that airport will be doing. Before he does, I have already done that. Okay, so the only thing he can do now is to come out and tell us when that airport will be ready. But as regards to the airport and what is actually ongoing, these are what I can tell us today that is ongoing at the Enugu International Airport. Today, as of today, these are the following pictures. So let me share this with us. We can understand. Which you can see top of my screen because I have my screen in Igbo. My in the system is in Igbo and it says Ta, meaning day. Day, the 2nd of June 2020, 12:03. This is the way this terminal is, and that's what I'm reporting to us. This is the current of the Enugu International Airport Terminal, and this was the way it has been since 2017. No, 2016. 2016. The airport, a new international airport terminal, has been this way since 2016. There has not been anything physically done. In 2018, I went in there, I did my secret recording exactly the same way it was in 2016. This is the same way it is still today that we've gone there. Okay, so anyone deceive you, the airport is near anything that you see, tell them Maazi Ezeoke said it, it is a lie. There are other myths that's why I titled this the lie, the Enugu National Airport, the fiction, the lies, and the facts. I do with facts. So whatever you're saying is either lie or fiction. Is nothing. This is Enugu International Airport as I am showing you right now. The time now is um, you know, the time now is 1928. 1928. Nigerian time. So now let me play this video for us so that we understand. But many of you will say, okay, so this is video now coming. I think there is a time lag between my system and my video. So you can see this video. We recorded this video today. Okay, so this video was recorded today so that we know this. This is a fact. You know, you can all the video, all the clips, all everything I share today, you can, anyone who is in Enugu can go. This was designed by under Goodluck Jonathan, done by Stella Odudua. There hasn't been much done since this government in the last 5 years, as long as the airport terminal is concerned. Now, don't quote me wrong. I didn't say Enugu International Airport. There is a difference between the airport and the new airport terminal. Okay? I hope we're getting this right. There is a difference between the airport, Enugu International Airport, and the airport terminal. I'll come to the clarification later. So far, this is the terminal side. You can see the blue zinc, paint blue. That's the blue line on it is that ink that they paint blue as a means of demarcation. You can see that clearly here in the next picture that is going to show up. You see where that picture shows the blue. You can see this here showing they are not working, because what we've done today when we've gone to the site is to, take the picture from above that fence and see on the floor there is not yet finished. And you can see already some black spots, those materials you covering them because they've been there for over 4 or 5 years and nothing is actually happening. Okay. However, that doesn't mean that work is not ongoing at the end of international. Work is ongoing. What is the question then thereof is what type of work is then ongoing at the Enugu International Airport? If you remember, I think in 2014 or 2013, I can't remember the accurate date, Enugu International Airport flooded. That place the design wasn't rightly done. What the government is doing now is to redo the channels, that is water channels. Okay, so this is one of those ones that I've said, I said to us, you can start the zinc they've used. Okay, so one thing the federal government is now doing is to do in Nigerian parlance, the water channel, we call them Nigerian parlance, we call them gutters. Part of the gutters are as follows. Again, then everything I'm showing you is as of today, the 2nd of June 2020. Now, this is what the federal government is doing at the Enugu International Airport. I don't know, many of you might not be able to get it there. If you do, please, this is what we're going to see. There is no two ways about it. I'm telling you, honestly, this is what you are going to see. You see that here? So, quickly, let me do something here, because before people would take these pictures and, use them for something else and say that I have lied or, hold on, let me do this. Let me quickly, hold on, guys. I'm sorry, but I need to do this. Photos, hold on. Maazi Ezeoke. Okay, so let me quickly do this so that I can own these photos. I would put here, and so that anyone who's going to take this video will know that this photo belongs to Maazi Ezeoke. I don't, if the federal government wants to query me on this, yes, I am putting that in there to make sure that these photos are mine. Okay. So now here, the second one is, if you're driving in from the toll gate is after the roundabout, the other side is the Anamco. and you at the roundabout you head into the airport, and you see the toll collection points, not toll gate, the toll collection points. After that, then you begin to see this. So this is what the federal government is doing as of today. They are doing the um, the gutters, as we call them in Nigeria, the water channels. This is work that they are doing. Obviously, there is work ongoing. Okay, work is ongoing, but this is the work that is ongoing. So not any other thing. So if is anybody showing you pictures of an immaculate something finished, okay, this is a video. So we pan to the left. I hope I can stop the video when it pans to the left. You can see what I mean. So this is the video here. You can see the is nothing but the channels, the water channels. Okay, the other side is the military. And one thing the federal government is doing, kudos to them, is they are building new clinics. Okay, there are, I think, 2 new clinics being built. So this is the old terminal. This is the terminal that we use today. Because even the terminal that I showed you guys, that terminal is very, very unlikely, quote me, unlikely to be finished in the next 1 year. The terminal, as of today, when we spoke to the people on site, what they said is that they are putting in marbles, some say tiling. So that terminal, it's definitely, I can bet on it, that terminal is not going to be ready by Christmas. So it doesn't matter as long as the runway is good. So what the government is doing, the federal government is doing the runway. And I must say that the runway is good, one of the best runways in Nigeria. If it's finished, because they've used glass mesh on that runway, obviously. So you can see, again, this is the Enugu. So people compare and contrast the pictures I showed us at the beginning. Now compare these and see if this is the same thing. You see, that's why I don't necessarily, I don't engage in propaganda, or I don't get engage in things that it adds no value. One has to go down to Enugu today to record this in order for you guys to see the state of. So yes, this is the clinic here, and that's what you see. That white building is Toeze's building. I think is a hotel. So he's basically smart building that already in order to wait for the airports to finish. Maybe when international airlines start landing, people can come in at night and they can go out, and people might start using that hotels. Or someone who's coming from afar can actually come in. It's a stone throw to the airport. So this is the new clinic being built so that we all see these things, and this is what the federal government is doing. And once more, and I will say kudos, they are doing, and they are doing something. Okay. But what you are doing is not what you are showing us. So why are you showing us a completed structure? Why are you showing us a completed structure? That is not right, because as it is, this is not. What they've shown us is not a true representation of what is on ground. Now, look at this as well. This is part of what they are currently doing. I need to explain this. If you look at this, let me see if I can do vertical here, full screen. Let me see if it works. Give me a moment. Okay. Oh, yes. On the roller here, what you're looking at is the new glass mesh. The glass mesh means it helps to make sure that the airport lasts long. And I must give it to Hadi Sirika for this, for using this glass mesh on the Enugu International Airport. And someone today called my attention to a press release done by the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo Youth Wing, saying that there is no night landing at the Enugu International Airport. The clarification about 2 of you who asked me that question on Twitter, please, I need to answer this. At the Enugu International Airport, we have the instrument landing system. Instrument landing system. Okay? Now, instrument landing system aids an aircraft to land safely. There is runway light and what called airfield lightning system. These are not yet installed. There is no way you can install on this night install lights. Normally they do have various colors. So it's a matter of clarification because it's easy. I mean, how do I say this, people? I'm not here to talk on someone doing a job or to discredit someone, but I'm here to state that because please do not, after watching me for way saying Maazi said there is no night landing in Enugu. No. Yes, we have instrument landing system, and I have shown us in previous videos. The airport in Nigeria has solar powered instrument landing system. Our airport, the facilities there that will include the night landing will be powered by the solar. So the airfield lightning system, these are works that are ongoing. And that's part of the process I made. I must keep pushing ensure these things are done. If you guys know, the reason why I've left this in here is because there is no way you can go in here and put in where you're still putting glass mesh, you're still doing the asphalt on the surface. If you know, the minister said on his next site visit is when they would begin, when he would tell us the date of reopening. Invariably, in the same tweet, he said that they would start procurement of bitumen and chippings, that is stone dust. Now, the resurfacing of the airport is not entirely completed. But if you go back to the videos I have shown us, people, the quality of that airport, of the runway, the quality of the Enugu International Airport runways. When I say these things, there are things we need to know. We must differentiate Enugu International Airport as a whole, that includes the old terminal, the new terminal, and the runway. Then when we differentiate that, because these are three different projects on their own. The project that the federal government is doing now, the reason why the airport was shut down is purely on the runway. Okay, so and that is what the federal government is tackling. I might do another video on the new terminal because the terminal is a little bit complicated. My research I've done today, I found out where how much let me quickly that where they said they approved which date was that? I think according to Premium Times, which date again was this? Hold on. They approved 106 billion. That was in 2012 to do other airports in Enugu, and we had airports where we took Chinese loan. This is Lagos, Kano, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. Now, but there are other airports that the Chinese loan didn't cover, where we have the government have to directly fund. Okay, so these occasions are necessary. So someone doesn't misquote me, and someone doesn't say when B was happening. Please, I don't want to be quoted. I want to be quoted right. Again, this is the mesh, the glass mesh I talk about. You see how that glass mesh, this is already a bitumen, but you can see in between the two bitumen, they are laying that glass mesh before the last layer of bitumen comes top. Okay, and these are works go as we speak. Okay, so having said that, again, I would now come to the final part of it, which is what is federal government doing about Enugu International Airport. Enugu International Airport, I believe I've covered that, is on course. Now, when I speak to people at the Enugu International Airport, Hadi Sirika, I'll leave this message for you if you listen. If you listen, which I know you do, is that the people want you to ensure that we have the airfield lightning system, and that's that you should expand the taxiways, which in aviation parlance is called apron, or in some people call them tarmac. Expansion of the airport apron and that the fire service in Enugu is kaput. So they will be needing more new equipment for that airport. People. So I believe on that note, I have been able to debunk whatever people have been sharing, saying this is the Enugu International Airport. People, that is not the Enugu International Airport. That is not correct. Okay? That is not correct. As of there, again, once more, okay, I haven't shown these pictures. Let me show these pictures once more here. So these are what we can, these are what we can see happening at the Enugu International Airport. This is the airport clinic being built. I've been told that they intend to open this clinic with the runway, that this is the number of workers that is basically amazing, that they have the number of workers at the site. Okay. So they're trying to own this with the new airport. So looking at this now, you can see this is again Enugu International Airport today, 2nd of June 2020. This is what it is. Anyone telling you any other thing, like the building I showed us before, you look down, you see that white building, that is the Arthur's building, right? Call it hotel or whatever it is. I mean, that's up to him to know whatever he's doing. So anyone who knows Enugu International Airport coming in, you can see that terminal at the back. So because of this gutter, the water channel they are doing, you can see that everything it's. I mean, you can see construction is ongoing. It rained, so it's no. Now, what I found difficult to comprehend is this is actually what if I'm. When I say that sometimes that the government lacks emotional intelligence, some of you keep telling me, Maazi, that's not true, but this is part of it. Me, I can spin this. I can basically, tell you this. This is the people we don't really need to see a finished product, but we want to see something that is ongoing. We will be happy to see that this is what the government is doing. Show us the things the way they are, not the lies and the propagandas that, oh, you finished it and that the Southeast are not that they are being ungrateful. Like I said, this is today, you can see one of the boys working on your left and you look at my right, it is just in front of you is the old terminal. Then what is the need to lie? It's something I don't comprehend. There is no need to start. And, the sad part is this lie started from a government agency. This lie was amplified by the APC. I can show us APC Imo State. Also, amplified it. Yeah, I have these pictures. I have them because when I do this research and I found these things out, I'm like, Jesus, people, what's happening? Why do we need to tell lies if we're actually doing something for the people hereby? So I hope this video would help everyone online calling on me to say, Maazi, you need to tell us, or unless you're lying or anything. Well, again, you see, my videos are time stamped. You can go to end tomorrow on your own. If you think what we've done is not good enough, you can go to Enugu tomorrow and debunk these things if these are not what we have seen in Enugu Day, being the 2nd of June 2020. As per the inside of the airport's terminal, please go back to my video in March, where I've shown when the minister actually came before the lockdown for the COVID. The last visit was the last time they showed it. I think when Honorable Nolim Njenje, is it Nolim Naji, came, he was the one that actually made it possible for our crew to go into that terminal and to get a clear picture. That terminal is dusty, iron rods everywhere, scaffoldings everywhere. So you're not telling me that an airport that was shut, suddenly everything is finished. Anyway, I've shown us the the airport itself. So there is actually nothing more to to show you guys in terms of that, because that is what it is. So here, like I keep saying, my job is to report it and keep it the way it is. I don't care. Only if if wonders are done there, of course, I will. I will say it the way it is. If honestly, I want these airports to be finished. I want flights to start landing from all over the world. Because I said, if you guys remember last year, I made it clear. Myself, my group, my companies, the Igbo nation will not accept this Enugu International Airport if it does not come with night landing. That is the barest minimum. But half of it is already done. I think if I go to the minister's page, let me see again. I think the minister, I think I've deleted instrument landing system Enugu. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, yep, Hadi Sirika. Let me share this with us, okay? Because there is a piece no one. What I've done here is I type in ILS Enugu. Then you see this. Go to Twitter, you see it. I've shared these pictures many times. We've gone in there, we've taken these pictures. That was, look at the date. The date stays very clear. Look at the date here, people. So for some of you who, the date is 23rd of January. He said, we are almost done with the installation of instrument landing system and distance measuring equipment DMA at Enugu Airport. We are on course to reopen the airport before Easter anyway. I thank God the airport was not reopened before Easter, because if eventually, I pushed for that airport too, but Chukwokika Abiyama knows the reason why he spared us. Maybe we would have been like Lagos now in battling COVID-19, or maybe Abuja. So God spared us that airport was not reopened and people went home. So this is part of, so when we talk about the night landing, now this is the instrument landing system. So the other part of the night landing, and this is part of it, the other part, which is the airfield lightning system, can only happen once the tarmac is done. Again, I repeat, once the tarmac is done, that is only time that could happen. There's no way people walking on tarmac and you go and start doing anything or installing anything. I mean, oh, come on, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so people, that is what is happening so far. Enugu International Airport. Again, someone shared here. What I just showed us before. Someone who was at the Cali airport landing, basically took a picture and said, this is an airport, an international airport, and took a picture and said, oh, in order to compare, you can see that this is not Nigeria, right? So that person is basically comparing, this is how eventually when Enugu is done, this is how it's going to look. And that's what we've been doing. I've taken the risk. I've gone to Port Harcourt International Airport. I've done a live stream. The reason why I chose to do live stream, I've done two videos. One is live stream, one is a recorded video. And people were asking me questions like now it's live. So reason why I did live stream from Port Harcourt International is that it's, we have Dalton Thomas's that we said, no, this is not Port Harcourt International Airport, Maazi. This is not true. So, but when it's live, if you ask me question, like I think one of the clips was when one of the guys cleaning the toilet telling me, Oga, can you find me something? I say, well, don't you earn salaries? He said, well, Oga, they owe us. That was that was actually funny. And that to him, an airport that is barely 1 year old, that they've started owing you people already. See? But again, what is it? Now, I would dedicate in the next 10 minutes, to answering your questions. Now, if there are any questions, any clarifications you might want to, you want me to dive on or to answer, I will dedicate the next 10 10 minutes to do that. Sami said, Maazi, I'm not at this international airport. A lot of lies has been told. Well, of course, Sami, a lot of lies has been told, but my job there is not to support or to oppose. My job there, that I have dedicated my life free of charge to do for the Igbo nation, is to offer an independent update, irrespective of what the minister will say. Now, watch out. The minister is like to go to Enugu in the next 3 weeks. Watch out if these pictures I showed you, these gutters, these water channels, these untidy spaces, you are very unlikely to see that when ministers say it, because they don't want to tell the story. And that's one sad thing about, that's one sad thing about government. They only want to show finished product. Whereas I would actually, if I'm to advise them, tell people so that people follow you and see how the things are happening. I have Val, I must say, well done, thank you very much. I have Eke Onu. The night landing system work with the tarmac. Since the system is installed, the lighting follows up. Exactly. This is it. But Eke Onu, I must equally note, it will be wrong for me to say that they have installed night landing because it's not yet done. But it will be right for me to say the work is ongoing. But it is not yet completed until it is done. Okay? So once done, yes, I can go back and say, well done. Now, I can only say, Hadi Sirika is a captain, or rather, he was a captain, and he's from Castina. And I can't say this enough. Having seen what he does at that airport and how he has kept faith in visiting that airport all the time he promised. And he's, that Runway, they've done a good job. And at the same time, they are doing parameter fencing. Let's not forget that. They are doing the guttering reason in order not to allow water to come in. There is another video I actually done, but I think I might post that at a different. That one is it's gonna be controversial because that is showing the unseen part of the airport. The unseen part of the airport is an eyesore. Broken cars everywhere, and you kind of think, if you can't repair these cars, why don't you just yank them off? You allow these cars litter everywhere. I will do that. But that's not going to be a live video. That's going to be a video. I will edit that to take some parts out, and let us see what I saw at that airport. It is unbelievable. I'll give us a couple of more minutes. Again, if you have questions, please, if you have questions, it is time to ask your questions. I am still here to take your questions and answer your questions. Again, Maazi Ezeoke, live stream from Enugu International Airport. Charles Akudolu, very good, Oga Charles, is that you? You're actually watching me. Akudolu, very good job, Chief Ezeoke. Thank you very much. Please keep it up. Oga, it is for our collective interest. The Igbo nation, I believe, and when I say this, I mean no word. The Igbo nation has come to be alive. We must hold to account those that we have given things to do on our behalf, those who have given our rights for them to go represent us. We must hold them to account. Sami says, Maazi, thank you for giving us update. For what you said now shows that the airport will not be open till next year. No, that is wrong. That is not wrong. That's not what I said, Sami. Please don't misquote me. The Runway, if they are serious, let me put it this way. The Runway, if they are serious, could be finished by July. The Runway. But the new airport terminal will not be finished this year. That one, I am ready to bet a keg of palm wine from Eke with anybody, even the minister himself. The new airport runway, even if they do it at night, the level of unseriousness that has gone with the Enugu International new airport terminal in the last 5 years, they won't finish it. Quote me on that. Save the video. Challenge me on that. If you win me on this, I will buy you 1 keg of palm wine. Thank you very much. Kenechukwu says, Maazi, I commend your efforts. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We must keep the Igbo nation. We must keep, we must keep our eyes open. Guys, please, I want questions. Ask me questions. Questions. That's what I want. It's a conversation. That's why I do live video. Live video is going to be you ask me questions. Maazi, great. Um, Hold on. Yeah. That's a great job. Did they finally extend the runway? Yes, the runway has been extended, and the tarmac, as of today, they are expanding the part of the apron, where your apron is where they park the planes. So they are expanding those parts. I think maybe in the next 2 weeks, maybe in the next update, we might want to know how far they've gone with the apron expansion. So the Enugu International Airport, yes, will take bigger aircraft. Chukwuemeka Eze, we the Igbo can't thank you enough. While you are thanking me, buy me one keg of palm wine. I would equally, it's my brand. I was surprised when those pictures surfaced. Listen, you are not only surprised because some people already. If I show you some of the comments people made, sent me privately, they said, Maazi, now you've been shamed, you've been lying, doing this. I laugh. See, someone is risking his life, taking his resources, doing this for a people. All you get is sometimes bashing. I mean, if it's going to take you bashing me to get the airport to be functional, please bring your baseball. I'm ready to take your bashing. But that airport must be done. Yes, Emmanuel Mado. Sorry, Maazi, why July? Maazi, is PMB know what doing, or is he trying to? Oh, I think again, I don't think as long as the okay, let me answer you. As long as the airport runway is concerned, I don't think what they've done so far, the runway again, please don't misquote me. I'm not talking about the terminal. I'm not talking about the equipment. I've done, where we don't have air conditions working in the airport. People want to land safely. If it's like a car park, I wouldn't say anything. After all, we were once in charge, and we didn't see the urgency of time to get these things done. But I think the runway will be done. All I know is because of COVID and the impending calamities that will follow it, I believe before, maybe if they are serious, I think July could be a realistic date. Again, I say conditionality here, if they are serious. But if they are not, I don't know, maybe Christmas. But honestly, I mean, I would, whatever I'm thinking now, whatever I've seen from the site visit today, I'll keep quiet until the minister visits, makes his public declaration. Remember, I still have my countdown. Actually, let me for you guys to know that I haven't forgotten. I still have my countdown for the Enugu International Airport. So let me share my countdown again, so you know. My countdown is Enugu Airport of 208 days today, and the contract signed 63 days. Enugu Airport closure 288 83 days. So Enugu Airport closure 280 days. So it shows you are not. It's a promise, and I don't. At the start, I want to finish it. The International is one of those. Okay, so people, thank you very much for staying with me this evening. Thank you for your time, and I will say, remain blessed, Maazi. If you have any questions, you can come back to me and ask me these questions. You can use my email address is at. You can tweet on my Twitter account, that is at Maazi Ezeoke, or you can send Maazi Ezeoke at gmail.com. That is MAZIEZOKE. Maazi Ezeoke at gmail.com. On that note, I'll say I think I have done enough to debunk and put the record straight as it concerns Enugu International Airport. On that note, I will say have a wonderful evening. Maazi Ezeoke here, signing.